Women are tough, man.
Yeah.
Women are tough because, like, obviously, like, we're searching for a woman, as we're supposed to be like the hunters, and then I'll just get hunted, you know.
Men ain't hunting no more.
Because it's crazy. Imagine if you go to McDonald's and every time the food is bad, were you gonna keep going to McDonald's?
Yeah.
But not all women are bad.
I'm just saying, but imagine that's your experience.
But how do you pick and choose though?
Yeah.
How do you pick and choose?
Out of the what's available.
I don't know.
Yeah, what's really good? It's your boy Dex. Welcome to the Perception is Key podcast. You already know what it is.
I don't have an intro.
You don't have an intro yet? You got to get one. I think it's super important to have an intro because that way people know that's when everything is starting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Versus when it's
It
not.
doesn't have to be too crazy. It's really hard because so many people have intros that you want to bite, and you're trying to come off, you say, authentic and original. Sometimes you don't really necessarily need all that. I think at the end of the day, people just want to see you for you. I don't think the intro even matters, to be honest. You know?
Yeah. Your podcast is the only one that I actually like sit down and watch.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really sit and watch, so I wouldn't even know. Like I see people's clips and stuff, but.
Is it just because of me? Is it bias?
Probably. And I want to support you as much as I can.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what's wrong with the algorithm, but I don't want to hear like, oh, women need to do. That's all that are popping up right now. Is what men need to do, and I don't want to.
It's a really good conversation because I think a lot of the structure is skewed. Everybody thinks you got to pay me for my time. You know what I mean? Nobody just wants to authentically be around people. It's like, hey, how do you operate in life like that? Where it's like, yo, you got to pay me for my time. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you are no longer a person; you're a business.
I think I'm still on the wrong ones though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's not like an authentic conversation between like two genders or anything like that. It's like
degrading,
and then it's not even like a man and a woman or a group full of, it's like all men, and then you just a bunch of men talking about women.
No variety.
Yeah. So there's no like other side of it, and then even for like from the female's perspective, the same thing. I feel like it should be a little mixed up. Because how you just gonna sit there and talk about women with a bunch of men and have no one to really say?
Give you the women's perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women are tough, man.
Yeah.
Women are tough because, like, obviously, like we're searching for a woman, as we're supposed to be like the hunters, and then I'll just get hunted, you know.
Men ain't hunting no more.
Because it's crazy. Imagine if you go to McDonald's and every time the food is bad, were you gonna keep going to McDonald's?
Yeah.
But not all women are bad.
I'm just saying, but imagine that's your experience.
But how do you pick and choose though?
Yeah.
How do you pick and choose?
Out of the what's available.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I mean, I'm not picking women, so.
Well, no, I'm just saying though.
In general, even for men, it's like women get these negative. In fact, I think for somebody who is asking for somebody to pay for your time and somebody who's willing to pay for your time, you're speaking with a whole bunch of lames at this point.
Yeah.
People that
leave with
would
their
just,
money.
yo, I gotta pay for this. It's the only way I'm gonna get this opportunity with a woman.
Well, something must be wrong with me. Way back in the day, they was all broke. Most of them still broke.
Yeah. I think that's your spirit, though. You have a giving spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wish I didn't.
It sucks.
It does.
I have a giving spirit, too, so I surround my people, they say opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? Light skin, dark skin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Tall, short. You know what I mean? You know, opposites attract for some reason. I would say, like, it's really hard for two giving spirits to be together because they're always going to be trying to outdo each other. And both of y'all going to be broke.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm already broke.
So, like, a giver usually, like, ends up with a taker. So you got a giver and a taker together.
I'm really not broke.
Yeah.
Am I a taker?
Are you a taker?
It says you're a giver?
I don't think you're a taker. That's a little harsh.
Yeah.
All right, so we say this. All right, a lot of times we do high high end and low end, but we never talk about the middle. You could be in the middle where like you equally give and take. You're selfish to a point, but not all the way. You're selfish for certain people. Like you probably wouldn't give to all your people. You know what I mean?
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Give them nothing.
But for the right person, you're gonna be a giver.
Yeah.
And that's dope. That's a good sign. Like if someone who's not normally a giver turns into a giver because they're with you, that's a good sign that you did a good, like you chose the right way, you know?
Yeah.
You didn't go to Burger King and try to get it your way and end up getting a boiled hamburger.
Yeah. I think with you though, it's not necessary. I think we're a different type of giver. Like if I ask you, you're gonna obviously like.
You're more of a I'm just gonna do.
Just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Some people give selfishly too, man.
I know a lot of those people.
They give just so they could get something in return, or they give so they can say they gave.
Or hold it over your head.
Hold it over your head.
You know the crazy part about it? They're not even giving to the right people.
Right. They're giving to the takers.
It's real life people
Yeah.
in need, and you giving to these hungry people that are just gonna take.
That's 100%, and not do nothing with it. So yeah, that's kind of like my uphill battle in life. Is like trying to realize who is worth my time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like everybody probably could use my time. Not to brag about myself or anything, but I feel like I'm very motivational. I actually care about what people are going through, and I kind of want to help them through it. It's kind of like what makes me happy, you know, being useful for other people.
Right.
But also kind of messes me up too. I don't want to be too useful and be depleted at the end of the day.
You find yourself getting used a lot?
I don't know if I'm getting used or just unappreciated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like what I'm doing just out the goodness of my heart is what I want to do. And so I don't know. I don't know if I get used, to be honest. I don't now I don't put myself in positions to get used that often.
Yeah.
You know?
I be getting used left and right.
Yeah.
Not like financially or anything like that, but not in a relationship, so to say. I might say it when I'm mad, but not really. But like at work, like in those types of environments, man. And what am I gonna do? Say no? Like probably not.
I even learned to say no at work. It was crazy because like you'll be the first person to jump on all these things. You know what I'm saying? DEI or a project where we're gonna decorate for Valentine's Day the office or whatever, or we're gonna who's bringing in for potluck. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
If it's not in your energy, like your energy's not there to do it, like back out, man. You know?
It's a little different for me.
Yeah.
Because they'll hit you with a failure to adapt, failure to obey,
Dang.
failure because you didn't do what I told you to do. It could be the smallest thing.
That's kind of like why like jobs like appreciate somebody who has a military background because of that.
Probably, yeah, because they're naturally gonna do. You have that problem now.
Yeah.
You literally went to work on a holiday.
Yeah. What holiday?
It was President's Day.
Man, ain't no holiday.
I mean, to the military, to the government it is. To
Yeah.
the world it is. It's really not, but...
Ain't no holiday.
Yeah, the lady told him to be there, so he went. Yeah. What did you say that they were saying? They asked you why you was there?
Yeah, so I was at work, and people were, they were like, yeah, like the supervisors aren't here today. But, I know my direct supervisor, the one that's training me, she's off on Mondays anyway, so she already had that day off. But I don't know if they follow that holiday or if that's a...
Or if she was just off because that was her day off.
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out because we were in there and they were like, yeah, we don't know what you guys are supposed to be doing. Like, they don't have a plan for you. Like, even when I go in tomorrow, because she's off. So it's like...
The moment I heard we don't have nothing to do, I would have been like, all right, well, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah.
Clocking out.
You get Juneteenth off?
Probably not.
That's the one.
Nobody get it, but we can still get paid for it now.
Yeah.
And I appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh, like time and a half?
Well, I'm salary, so I get like a comp day. But it's still it's considered a holiday. That's over President's Day. We don't get one of those days for President's Day. So.
Hey, shout out to the black people.
Shout out to the black people, baby. Man, so we beach bums right now.
It feels real good out here. I'm cold though. I don't know how y'all not cold.
Cold?
Yeah, I wasn't. I mean, the sun's hitting me. I got a black shirt. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
But no, I mean, I thought it was gonna be colder than it is. What's it? It's still
Yes, it
February,
is.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Goodness gracious,
Still
man.
Warm, yeah.
I'm jealous of y'all, man, living so close to the beach.
You wanna know something? Talk. We only been out here once.
Like when we first got here.
Yeah.
But it was freezing that day.
It was.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come out a lot more. It's only maybe 30 minutes.
I mean,
now.
sand sucks, like tracking it through the house, stuff like
Yeah.
that. But, dude, I don't know.
It's
I
real nice out here.
living in Virginia, being able to go to the beach whenever.
Literally, when I was standing by the water and I was watching the girls run in, I don't know, it just was like taking
Triggering?
me back. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that time when you got stung up by all them jellyfish, yo?
Literally, that's what I was thinking
Got stung
about.
by jellyfish?
I did. I got stung by a jellyfish.
All
Who was out
over.
there? Alexis, Chris,
Yeah.
Jasmine,
Everybody
Elmo.
kept saying pee on it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
That's what you're supposed to do, though.
No, thank you. Mm.
Piss
Yeah.
down your leg.
Who was gonna pee on it?
You yourself.
could have pissed down your leg. Where you get stung at?
I don't remember.
The sand bucket, you
I
just
was
fill
like,
it up real quick.
How old was I? 8?
It's young.
Oh, you were super young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
no.
used to go to. Mom used to take us to the beach 24/7.
Yeah.
Maybe because it was free.
That too. Social activity, we get to work out, run around, get some of that energy out, then we go straight to bed when we get home.
Yeah. Oh, Mom must be going to the water. I'm scared though. Like I bought that little set for them real hesitant because of Mom
What happened?
showing me. Yeah.
So you know exactly what happened? Like, were you deep into that whole situation?
I mean, I read the whole article and then I watched like the news
Yeah.
for it, and basically like the little boy and the little girl, they were digging, and they were digging like a massive hole.
Yeah.
And one article said that they dug too deep and it caved in, and then the news said that they were digging too deep and the sand from the sides
Caved in on him.
caved in.
Oh, okay.
And so the boy, he was a little older than the girl.
So he's able to climb out.
Yeah, the sand only came like up to his chest.
Yeah.
But the little girl, she was, and they couldn't,
Where were the parents?
right there.
They were just
And they couldn't do nothing?
Yeah, they were trying to dig her out, but no
That's-
one could dig her out. Like that's how.
That's
So maybe it would make sense because I think they said she was 6 or 7,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Maybe it did. I don't know. But I told Callie, don't dig too deep because we definitely won't be able to find you.
Oh, we'll get her. We'll get her. She cried pretty loud.
Yeah.
Nah, I think that was crazy though. At the end of the day, like, man, if I'm a parent and that happens to me, I'm gonna be feeling like crap.
Literally.
Yeah,
And you're
man.
right there.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know you've seen the movies where like somebody gets in a car accident and they were the driver, they were drunk and they had their kids in there, and then their whole life they're just thinking about suicide or some craziness. I think that's crazy, man. Like to go through as a parent. So I you know,
That's one of my biggest fears.
losing a child.
Yeah. Especially with something, not saying that that's stupid,
Yeah.
but something that I feel like that's,
Preventable.
yeah, like what are we doing?
Yeah.
Where were y'all? Were they actually that like as close as they said they were? Like
That's a big. I had to been a big hole, man.
it
They had
had-
pictures of the hole.
It did, but
Big.
like, but so like there's like the overview of it. Yeah, it was big, but of course because the sand had already fell in it, you couldn't see how deep it was.
How actual deep it is.
Yeah.
I'm not letting my kids dig that deep anyway. So.
No, you better play with the sand on the surface.
Right.
There's nothing.
I mean, we do some cool stuff with sand, but not that cool. That's
Right.
just that's too much. At that point, we could have had like a tractor with a scoop on it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I wonder how the brother feels. Like, how would you have felt if that was us? 'Cause
Yeah.
they were only like 2 or 3 years apart.
So you ever watched the movie Butterfly Effect?
Yeah.
I think the craziest, like, man, that movie just has a lot of feels in it, regardless. But the craziest part was when that dynamite blew up, and
Yeah.
and the little girl, like,
Have you ever seen it?
Mm-mm.
it was a
Aw.
crazy movie. Anyways, they opened up
Gotta watch it.
they put dynamite in the mailbox, and when the lady came home, she was walking in. They were just trying to blow up the mailbox, but she went to go check the mail.
Yeah.
And she had a baby in her hand,
Oh man.
and it blew up. And they all ran. They got away. They ran away, and the little boy that saw it and was just like traumatized by it. Like he grew up just doing model airplanes and being really quiet and just staying in his room all the time. You know what I mean? And even as like an adult, like when they came back to go visit him, he just couldn't get that same scene out of his head. He just sitting there. So that's probably something that would happen to me.
Yeah.
I think I'd have just been traumatized. Like I can't believe that happened. You know, like somebody dies like right there that quick,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, underneath me, I'd probably be not trying to go to a beach ever again.
Right.
You know, anything with sand, you go, yeah, it's done.
Right.
And I'm staying in the house because I don't want nothing like that to ever happen again.
Right. Especially because, I mean, even not only his sister passing away, but like his fear of potentially passing away also. Like,
Facts.
he don't know what could have happened to him. He just got lucky. But even then, depending on like how heavy because sand is actually pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could have like caved his chest in or something, even though it was only up to his chest.
And then once you underneath, you probably got your mouth open to scream, and then sand's going in. So now you're inhaling it.
Yeah.
Like suffocating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a horrible way to die.
Everybody out here has a mullet. Did you notice that? That live here?
Yeah, Florida's mullet city.
It's real mullet.
Florida, Georgia, Bama.
Florida's really mullet. Anytime you come to like Alabama, like you gonna have some mullets, man.
Yeah.
I really respect mullets. There's like a couple people in mind, like famous people with mullets. Jody High Roller,
Yeah.
Riff Raff.
Yeah,
He got a
Riff Raff,
$1 million mullet.
You know who he is?
No.
White
got-
rapper. We from Texas?
Yeah. He funny as hell. He got a song with Wiz Khalifa called "I Want a Ferrari," and I kind of had that on repeat for a while. I don't know why. It just hit. And then Theo Vaughn, man.
Theo Vaughn is legit.
Yeah.
Speak the
Who's
truth.
that?
Yeah.
Comedian.
These people.
Yeah.
Comedian. He has a podcast.
I'll have to Google.
Yeah, Theo Vaughn, man. He got some pretty cool mullet.
Yeah. Hilarious too.
Yeah, hilarious, dude.
Also like introspective at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd be cool with a mullet, man. I should have did it.
No.
I thought you could pull him out of
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
you probably could, but it's too late now.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
Why you think it's too late?
Because he's trying to grow his hair out.
Oh.
Yes.
Nah, it's just
Not in a negative light, but.
I told him I was to this podcast and this dude he had some women on there. Kind of like what you was talking about in a sense. But I think what he was saying is the truth. Like sometimes women be expecting a pink unicorn.
Oh.
You want a hood dude that's also corporate, that's built like Superman, but also is loving and caring and not gonna cheat on you and all these other like you're not really gonna.
I think everybody wants someone to not cheat on them though.
No, I
feel like if
understand that.
you could just take that and build,
And then
What will we taking to build off of?
don't cheat on me.
Okay, and then build around that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Be faithful.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But then but if you like, I was also saying like, women be out here dating trappers and scammers.
I think women more shallow than men most times. So.
Yeah,
They just want somebody to look good.
yeah.
You
I think
so?
they be dating like most times, yeah. And if you,
And you think they not finna treat you wrong?
yeah,
Yeah.
like if you marry, I didn't mean marry, but if you get with a dude who is,
I did a lot of ugly people.
yeah, you
I'm talking
have.
about you.
I know. I ain't
Okay.
you ain't
Okay,
gotta tell me that.
Not too much.
But
No,
like-
I think that was me. That was my own insecurity, though. That's how that happened.
You think that was it?
Yeah, I didn't think I was like good enough for a little while.
Okay.
Why though? Do you like why you?
Cause I had Camila at 18,
Yeah.
and nobody wants to really
Date
be in
somebody with a kid.
relationship. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I can see that. Like I'm a single father. I kind of sometimes go for what I could get, and not necessarily in a negative way. Just I don't just choose anything. Like I choose something that's like gonna meet me mentally, like be able to talk with me. I just think it's difficult because it's hard to allocate time.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? The way my schedule's set up, I got my daughter every weekend, so it's just like, how do I set up time to be in this person's life and make them feel secure about being with me?
Is it hard? I mean, to cut you off, but is it hard finding somebody that understands that?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Especially the girls I attract.
it's wild. I seen this. It was like kind of like a skit. I wonder if I saved it. It was on TikTok, and this girl was saying, she was like, "Yeah, the next man I date can't have kids," and blah 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 blah. And then like in the background, like each one of her kids is coming out. "Mom, can I have a juice?" And that one walks up, and the next one come up. "Mom, can I watch TV?" Like
Yeah.
it just kept coming up. And I'm pretty sure like a couple of times it was like the same kid, but it was like 4 kids that came up. And she just was kind of like slowly zooming into her face so you
yeah.
can see the background. Because I think there's a lot of women out there like, oh yeah, I don't
Hypocrites.
want to date. Yeah, like how do you completely eliminate a man with kids when you
Yeah,
have
kids, yeah.
11 kids or so.
You're dealing with a man with kids, you know, he might still
Because the baby
potentially-
mama drama, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, females are the same way too.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, like on the outside looking in, and I think it's because of like TVs and movies and real life, men do tend to still mess with their baby moms. But women are doing it too. Like women
Oh, yeah.
still mess with their baby dads, in fact. But for some reason, like the highlight is just on men doing it.
Yeah, I don't mess with my baby mom.
I don't mess with my baby dads except my husband.
There you go.
Does he count?
No, he's not a baby dad until you're no longer with him.
Right? That's what I was. Yeah.
Well, I guess so. The if you think about it in layman's terms, baby's father, my baby's father, is a baby's dad. He is your baby's dad,
Right.
but he's not a baby's dad.
Yeah. I don't think he's like a baby daddy.
Yeah.
Like,
There's got to be some new like term for it. You know what I'm saying? For like a baby dad that you're not no longer involved with.
Yeah.
right.
I'm telling you, I think I was talking about it the other day. Like it's difficult now because like women will literally entertain you like crazy. You'll be in their inbox just chopping it up with them. You know what I mean? And then they'll pop up with a baby
Yeah, or dude.
or a dude or they get married.
Yeah.
That happened to you?
Nah, that ain't never happened to me.
No.
You got plenty of dudes you can like friends and stuff that you can
Yeah.
pull experiences from.
Oh.
Oh, you know one?
Who you talking about? Don't say his name.
Oh.
That ain't really the same situation though.
It is the same situation
No,
because he was still in love with her.
Yeah, but they was. I don't know. I don't think it's the same
No.
because I think they kind of.
You mean like while they're in that talking stage or whatever,
Yeah.
or they might be dating
But-
and then all of a sudden.
There's
Yeah.
people I be talking to for years, like really cool. I don't never meet up with them and hang out with them, but shoot, you find out, yeah, my bad, I didn't give you a lot of energy because I was dating somebody the whole time. You know what I mean? You get that transparency because, like, for one, I'm very transparent with everything I do. So if I'm gonna be very transparent at the end of the day, like once the link finally occurs, like they got to be transparent with it too,
Yeah.
or they try to be. But yeah, man, I know, like I'm not stupid. Like at the end of the day, like my only thing now is just like if they're going through that, if they're doing that, why shouldn't I?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why shouldn't I just talk to whoever I want to talk to, and then
Right.
whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? Why should I keep my options closed?
I think that should be a thing though. But like as a female, like you can't, because then you're a hoe.
Not anymore.
It is still like that. We've had this conversation before.
You don't think the whole card has been
Not
stretched
yet.
a little bit?
No.
You don't think the whole card's been stretched? You still a hoe?
Me? Who's a hoe?
No, I'm not calling you a hoe.
Oh, that's
I'm saying the whole.
It's still,
yeah,
it's still,
he thinks that a man can go out and talk to however many, whoever, whenever, do whatever. But if a woman does it, and these are two single individuals, then that woman.
But everybody knows why that's the thought process behind it. You know why, right?
Yeah,
It's just because you say yes or no.
yeah,
We gotta pursue.
Yeah.
That's why I say we the ones that's hunting.
yeah.
We the hunters. So if I go out and I'm trying to chase a zebra, you know what I mean? I'm a lion. I've been chasing this zebra for a month. All the zebra gotta do is stop running.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
All the zebra gotta do is stop running. So at the end of the day, I think women. That's what makes women hoes. It's not an unfair sexual thing or sex thing where a gender thing where men can do this and women can't. No, it's just the fact that y'all got so much control over it that if you do have that switch you could turn off and on, then and you have that power, then you got to be wise with it. You got to take your time with it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Thanos just snapping his finger and killing like half the world.
Right.
I feel like any female could snap their finger in the club and get half the club.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. They got them Thanos rings.
Yeah, way back when, especially in them club. But I wasn't really a club person
Rat.
for real. Yeah, I was a stay at home. Like I went to Major Woody's once. Like I did that part of my life. But even then, like I'm very kind of what's the right word? Oblivious. Would that be a good
Know what
word?
you trying to say?
Ignorant.
Like I don't pay attention to like there's
Yeah,
people
oblivious.
where there's people where he's been like, oh, he's trying to talk to you, and I'm like, oh no, he's not. We're just
Yeah.
like
It turns out they are trying to talk to her.
yeah, and then I don't find out until someone else says, oh, you know, this is like what was happening, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I didn't. So I think I can be a little friendly sometimes, but I think that's just like, I mean, I'm like maybe the watered down version of
Of me?
you. Yeah.
I'm too friendly.
Yeah, I'm the same, except I'm also trying to be better aware of my surroundings.
Yeah.
But I can like, and maybe that's where Chloe gets it from. Like I can talk to a brick wall too. Like I can talk to anyone. Like I was just talking to somebody in the elevator before coming down here. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know them old people, but I do, and I think like for men that's a thing where it's like, oh, she's talking to me, so like we're having a conversation and she's laughing and blah blah blah, but it's like, no, this isn't that. I'm just being nice.
Yeah.
But then it's like when I'm more introverted and I'm just stone cold, and now it's like, oh, you got rested face, like you mean you did it, you this that and you third, and it's like I can't win. Like I'm either minding my business and I'm mean, or I'm not minding my business and now you think I'm trying to step out on my marriage, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I think the second part about the rest in the RSB, I think they're gonna say it anyway, especially about black women.
Oh yeah, 24/7.
They gonna give you that regardless, you know.
No, like I mean, I play the game fair, so if I go up to somebody, I'm not gonna, and they turn me down, I'm not gonna be negative about it. I'm gonna be like, oh, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day, man. I thought you were attractive. I wanted to talk to you, and I'll walk away from that. And half the time,
you're not one of those. You ugly anyway.
Yeah, nah. I understand the game, man. I understand if you want more results, you gotta go hard. That's all it is. So it's like sales. If you want to sell $100,000 worth of product, you're gonna have to sell to a potential $1 million worth of people. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're gonna get that 10%. You know what I mean? And then hopefully you read through the 10%, and maybe there's one customer that's gonna be a lifelong customer. That's kind of how dating is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I look at it. And obviously you want somebody. I think for me, I was thinking about like what I really want from a female. You know what I'm saying? And I just want that homey feel. I want when somebody's in my space that it feels good. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to be okay with somebody's smell. I want somebody to be able to, just be in my space, and I don't have to worry about nothing. They don't even gotta be.
It's not annoying.
Yeah, it's not
aggravating.
annoying. It's just,
right.
Man, I'm actually looking forward to seeing you. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's kind of the vibes that I'm looking for. I think that's the bare minimum. You know what I'm talking about? And super important for me. Because at the end of the day, if you're gonna spend a lot of time with that person, you want that person to feel good.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. But yeah, 100%, man. That's kind of like what I'm looking for. When y'all got together, like what made it like this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is good.
I think it was like kind of too good to be true in the beginning.
Yeah.
But like when you're in the military, like things move quick.
Yeah.
Real fast. Like. Because you don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
You never know what's going to happen. So it's like, let's figure out now if we can get along. And if we can't get along, then cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think along the way, there's like, everyone has that like honeymoon phase.
Mm.
And I think we were in the honeymoon phase for quite a long time, actually. Like probably maybe the first 6 months for sure. We were in a honeymoon phase. And then summer came. And niggas want to be outside in the summer, so.
Niggas want to be outside. That should be an album cover.
It should. And put him on the front. So, but then, yeah, I think you had a good summer that summer. It was just a lot happening.
It's the subliminals. I ain't gonna lie, man. I would say this too. That's one reason why I'm not so fast on wanting to get into a relationship, because my friend group, is super dope, and we have a lot of fun on vacation.
Yeah.
Like a lot of fun. Like it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's kind of like if I went on a vacation with a female, with my boys, it wouldn't be as fun. And I think I'm the only person who's never brought a female on vacation to one of our vacations.
Yeah.
So one of my boys brought one, another boy brought one, and another boy had one two of my boys had them too the last time. And I don't know if they had a good time or not, but they look miserable to me, man.
Yeah.
I was able to move the way I wanted to move. If I wanted to go here, I could go here. I could drink how I wanted to drink. I didn't have to pay for nobody else's drinks
Right.
or food. It was just a good vibe, and not to put any thoughts.
Oh no. Yeah. That's good.
He probably should go on a trip with his friends. He has a nice little.
No, because we were talking about going to Toronto, and the homie wife, she said no, and you was like,
Okay, but Toronto is crazy. Like, y'all can't go to Tampa or Miami
we trying to
Miami
or
was.
Savannah.
What's Toronto?
Savannah, what we finna do in Savannah, Georgia?
Savannah Bananas.
Like you want to go and be in a whole different
country.
ozone layer.
It's probably better out there. The food.
Yeah.
And I want to go to Toronto. He trying to. You need to go.
You see
somewhere.
what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying, man. Oh,
I
I'm
wanna
sorry.
go
I'm
to
sorry.
Toronto. But that's probably how them girls got on them trips. They was like, oh, I want to go.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's how it
no.
happened.
My boy met a girl out there, and the last place we went, and then my other boy just was in a relationship. She was cool people's anyways. Like
Yeah.
she's one of the homies. So when she was out there, it wasn't like we treated her any different. It was just we treated her like one of the homies when she was out there because she's that cool. But no, I mean that trip was fire. Like the trip where he brought his girl. I just know my boy not going to sleep at 10 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Right.
On a all boys trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not happening.
See, I think that's when you gotta like have those conversations.
Yeah.
And have those talks. I really think that's where like you gotta like have that, because I lay down anywhere.
Yeah.
My favorite place to be is a bed. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've always been. I think I have always been like that. But like, I think that's why like, especially if it's a whole couples trip, then yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's different, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Y'all go out. Y'all do y'all thing. Maybe the girls go out and do their
Especially
thing.
if you know, like,
Something crazy that I kind of wanted to touch on was I think like so something that's been like really bothering me lately is that a lot of people like come and go in your life, right? Like super easy, super quick. It almost like the whole relationship or the whole situation, friendship, whatever, was almost just convenient for whoever it was convenient for. You know what I'm saying? I just hate that fact that like sometimes I feel like you could be doing everything right. You know what I'm saying? Or you're perfect for that person. And as soon as like one thing happens, like
That's it.
it's a break. Yeah. Nobody gave each other a second chance. Nobody's like, dude, like you were really in this relationship to like let it fail. Like, were you counting on it to fail so you could leave, or like, is that really your friendship? Or is that really your relationship? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel like that has affected the way that you navigate life now? You know what I'm saying?
So like maybe even just a couple years ago, like, and this is for me more so with family.
Yeah.
Like with him, like I might get so upset, I might say something, but then like I promise you instantly, like once I'm calmed down, I'm like, dang, I should have like thought before I spoke.
Yeah.
Or just like gave it a break before I spoke, which is something that I try to do. But he's one of those, I want to talk right now.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those,
I want to talk
later.
right now.
Yeah. And I'm like, I need to talk later because I'm gonna mess around and tell you look ugly. Like I'm just like, I'm gonna say some stuff that I don't have no business saying. But like recently for me, for like family and like friends, especially like those close ones, like I'm taking my steps back. Where before it'd be like you were able to hurt me and I would just like not even say anything about it.
Yeah.
And I would just let it
go.
roll over. Yeah. So I've noticed.
And how many times have we let those people hurt us and we just let it go?
Too many times.
And then as soon as we do one thing wrong, or
You're-
we choose ourselves first.
You're the devil.
Yes.
yeah, literally.
Literally. Quite literally.
Yeah.
Like it is like, dang, like I thought we was good and we're not good. Like I think I'm at a point in my life now where I just can't do it. I
Yeah.
can't do friendships like that. I can't do family members like that. I am very spiritual. I'm digging in the Bible a little deeper, praying a little more, and the only thing I can do is just pray for those people at the end of the day and wish them well. I don't have no ill will towards anybody, and like if it happens in the future, like with the next person, like it just kind of is what it is. I kind of told you, like, yeah, I'm falling back.
Yeah.
Love people from a distance.
Yeah, loving people from a distance. This is that year where I do that, and I feel like naturally, if that person comes back into my life, and if they really show an effort, like, hey, I miss you, you are a value to my life, and I need it back. But
if not, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, because you weren't value to my life, and it was something that, you know,
I was doing for other aspects of my life, like my kids or my brother, my sister.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the whole thing for me is just that, man, I don't know if I could be as forgiving anymore.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
There's certain you can't name call me, you can't talk about my family, you can't talk about my mama and think that I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll see you next. No.
Yeah, we're gonna make up.
Yeah.
All right, that was one of the big things I wanted to talk about. I just want to say, Dan, thanks for coming, man. You my sister, my bro-in-law. Appreciate y'all.
Sir.
Thanks.
On the beach, man, Panama City, Florida.
I know, it's crazy.
It's a beautiful vibe.
Thank you for popping our podcast, Sherry. Follow us at, what is it? Anonymously Us _podcast.
Tap in.
It's about to go down.
I need to figure out them drink recipes so I can make my own commercials too.
Oh, you like that?
Oh, I could put your drink commercials in our drink commercials, and then they can go follow you.
Yeah.
That's how we should. Why do you play us like that?
What, leaving on us?
Yeah.
She good. I'm trying to go to Big Willie's, man.
Big Willie.
It's Big Willie high.